welcome to another episode of DVNTv, a show all about humanizing the Black queer experience. I'm your host, Micah Marquez, and today I'm joined by the lovely Cristian Dennis.
Hey guys.
Cristian, how you feeling today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm feeling awesome. It's really good to see you. You look gorgeous as always.
Thank you. I was a little late, so.
it was worth it. You look amazing. Cristian, I've seen you in drag and out of drag now. So I want to first start by asking, what are your pronouns?
So actually, two things. So some people do ask me if I do drag, and I wouldn't necessarily call it drag because I feel like I have a respect for drag queens to in their artistry to know that what I do isn't drag. I feel like it's a form of my artistry. I kind of just it's a part of my personality more so than it is drag. And it's I would say it started out as a costume, kind of just a way for me to show up as myself a little louder, and it's just become what I am. And lately it's been a journey of my masculine self, my feminine self. So my pronouns are he, him. And it's just kind of how I identify as. I feel like she doesn't feel right unless it's playful with the gays, we'd be saying she.
Right. Yeah. I really appreciate that explanation. Yeah, because again, I've seen you at Deviant parties and I'm like, it's a fine ass nigga. And then, of course,
y'all heard it. Yes. I know y'all heard that.
Yes. And then I see you both online and in person when you're in makeup, and I'm like, that's a bad bitch. So yeah.
I used to only be feminine and kind of just do my makeup, and then I really would just not really do anything outside of doing my makeup. I would wear sweatpants and really just do nothing. And then I was kind of tired of looking kind of lazy outside of makeup, and that only being my only thing. So I wanted to figure out, and I've been figuring it out, and I still kind of am, but I know that I've definitely found it now. It feels good to do both, and it just feels every day I'm what am I gonna do now? Am I gonna be, do I want to do my makeup? Do I want to be a boy today? How am I feeling?
I love that sort of freedom of self-expression. You just show up how you feel that day.
Yeah. Literally. It's I kind of pick a song, and it kind of is based on the artist. If I'm feeling masculine, I kind of listen to Smino. I listen to Tyler the Creator. If I'm feeling feminine, I listen to Kali Uchis, Doja. Doechii gives me a more androgynous feeling. So when I'm feeling having a buzz down, but then I want to be a boy, I want to have be shirtless or whatever, then I listen to Doechii. Yeah. So it just kind of depends on literally how I feel in the morning.
Bet. Yeah. I love that. So it's less about the label, just more about the experience.
Yeah, just how I feel and kind of what I'm going through. So it's kind of if I'm feeling a stressful week, I'm super masculine. I'm in the gym hella, working out a lot. I don't got time to do a wig because I'm gonna go to the gym first thing in the morning. Yeah. And then weekends or sometimes when I have events and stuff, I have a feminine urge. I'm I need to be really cunt today. I need to today. I was okay, you saw me at the park and you were calling me Trade. You was calling me Trade, y'all. I was who is Trade? Yes. That's kind of cute though, because the next day I was planning on doing my makeup and everything like that. So I just to switch. It's fun.
That's really lit. I'm actually hella inspired by that because I feel as a gay boy, I definitely love the idea of just expression and being able to show up how the fuck you feel. And I feel so much of society chops that down out of us, in growing up.
I think a lot of people show up, even the term trade, they want to be trade so badly, or that's what's glamorized and stuff. And being feminine, I mean, even me, when I got out of a relationship, I was oh my God, I'm a feminine guy. What am I gonna do? Who's gonna want me? And it was scary because I'm what is this the only thing that there is? Guys are only attracted to this, and I kind of got over trying to fit into that mold and just do it how I want to do it. I started working out for myself, and I started doing all this stuff because I still wanted to be feminine. I wasn't gonna let go of that. I was gonna let y'all just be oh, I want a feminine guy, whatever. No, girl, I'm gonna eat up both. Y'all gonna see me doing my thing. And I just started going to the gym, to be healthy for myself and look good. And then also, for my artistry, performance, I wanna look good on stage. I wanna look sexy. So, and it just so happened, I'm oh wait, I look kind of good masculine. I look kind of good doing both. So I love switching it up. And I think that people, if you figure out your masculinity, it's all a spectrum. Yeah. And I think if you figure out where you fit on it, then and everyone's just happy with that. If you're you're not judging someone else and you're happy with yourself, then you're not going to be so focused on whether they're feminine or masculine. They're just going to be happy with who you're with because you're just happy with yourself. Just be yourself, and everyone else would be good. I don't know. I feel it's really simple, but people are just
Yeah,
Niggas are niggas. Niggas are just dumb sometimes.
And there's so much of society that makes it hard because I think society's so used to putting us in boxes.
Yeah.
So like, who gave you the confidence to kind of get out of those boxes, if you will?
One of the inspos I had when I was first even getting into doing makeup and stuff was Ariana Grande. Like, that was my girl. Still is my girl. Love her down, Ariana. Love you, girl. And she just, like, every girl, like, she's like a girly girl. Like, she's just so cutesy and petite. She had the wing liner, ponytail, and just very kind. And I was like, I think I want to try that. So I started trying, like, makeup to kind of emulate that femininity. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I look good as fuck. Like, and I felt good. I felt sexy. I felt like I'm 6'2", but I felt like really cute and petite and demure. Like, with my makeup, you know, I had my braids. I would do ponytails and stuff. And so that's kind of how I started. I've always loved Beyonce. And I've always just danced like that, but I didn't really know hair-wise, like the hair is a thing, like, you know, in the body, and I was like prepubescent, like I was 13 listening to Beyonce, how am I gonna be kind of like that, I don't know. So once I was old enough and I started doing Ariana stuff, I touched more into that, and then I just remember I was like on Vine, that's when I started, people were like, oh my God, like, are you a boy or a girl? And I was like, girl, like, yeah, I'm a boy. Like, I felt like it was very obvious. I didn't think that, I understand like people's need for their labels and everything like that. I think for me, I just was like, I said it once. I feel like it's clear. Right. I'm doing makeup now. It's beautiful to see you like living free and like choosing yourself each day. And I imagine it's still like not always easy. Like, how do you deal with the hate when it comes, when you see those comments? I don't really have a lot of hate. Like, I do sometimes. I don't really think about haters or anything like that. Nice. I've had some friends that like I've had, you know, some random fallouts with and stuff, and lean into the love. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay away from that. Yeah, there's too much energy to do all that stuff. When did you get into performing arts? Like, when did this begin? I've been doing like theater and drama when I was in middle school. Yeah. And I did like the musical, I auditioned, and then I ended up choreographing some stuff for 8th grade musical. Wow. I was in show choir, and I was in like musicals. I did like techno theater, so I did the sets and stuff and choreographed. I've always been doing stuff like that, but it was like, just like, I don't know, doing it for fun. And then when I started doing Vine and I was editing Ariana Grande videos, I was like learning all the choreography just from watching the videos. And I just like I already just dance for fun. I'm not trained. That's another thing that I like to, or not like to mention, but just like to put out there that like I'm not trained. I just kind of teach myself natural things. Talent, yeah. So it's fun. I'm Cameroonian, so I would say like thanks to that, because like, I don't know, I pick up things. I'm working on picking up things faster in classes, but learning Ariana Grande dances, I would go to concerts and just like do the choreography like in the audience. And that's no easy feat, because the kid right here, the most I can do is gyrate. Let's start with, you mentioned you're Cameroonian. Yes. Yes, so like African culture has a, you know, stereotype that goes with it and being homophobic. How has being Cameroonian like helped or hurt your actualizing yourself? Well, that's funny that I just said that. Aries are always right. But I was just saying that like how being the oldest of 5, like if I was straight, like all the responsibility that was put on me, I feel like I could have definitely turned out a different way, because I kind of would have followed that path of like a straight black man, you know, Cameroonian, they're the leader of the family, you're gonna get married by a certain age, you're gonna do IT, do all this stuff, and like my siblings are expected to follow, and I just like, I lead the way. And if I was to do that, I feel like my family would turn out a lot differently. Mm-hmm. But because of homophobia from like my dad's side of the family and my mom's side, like not so much, just a lot of misunderstanding and like fear of like, oh my God, like why is he gay? Like why, like it's gonna be so hard for him. Like, oh my God, like my mom's side of the family was always way more or way less unsupportive is the best way to put it. Okay. And then literally my mom started watching Oprah and Ellen DeGeneres. I swear to God, y'all. Thank you, and Oprah. She was like, no, thank you, Oprah. And then she was like, why am I tripping? Like even coming out was like a lot easier on me. And then once I started to do makeup and stuff, like it was harder. I would literally do my makeup at like 2 in the morning once my parents were asleep, and I'd do my videos, do my pictures, and make my content, and then like they would know until they found out, and then that was a whole big thing. And it was like I literally used to think that I wasn't gonna have a relationship with my dad, and it was like I made peace with that. I was like, girl, whatever. Like my peace is worth way more than like kind of going through this with someone that like I'm just gay. Like, I'm just gay. Like, what are we tripping about? Like, let's not point fingers, you know? And so eventually he got with the memo because the rest of the house was like, sir,
Nice. Okay,
let's
good.
get it together. And literally now he's like, love him so much. My family's super supportive. They've always, like, it just took some time for him to understand.
Yeah.
Because there was like the being gay, and then there was the, oh, you're not gonna do the traditional career. You're gonna try to. And I was like, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do it, and I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And so it just is like them having a lot of faith in me, and then also me helping them. Like my family, I'm the family manager. I'm the family therapist. I'm like, this is how we're gonna talk to each other. I like tell my siblings, they call me whenever they're having problems with my parents. My parents call me, and like my parents, like I taught them how to have a relationship with me, and like even down to like, let's say we're upset with each other. I'm like, listen, girl, like mom, I'm happy right now. Like maybe I'll say, I'm gonna hang up the phone. Like I love you, but girl, I'm done. Like I'm pissed, but like we don't do that. Like we're not doing the pettiness. Like we're all adults. We're grown. We can communicate clearly. Like
so you have incredible emotional maturity as well.
Yeah. Thanks, trauma.
Thanks,
I mean,
trauma.
it's the truth. I feel like people who've been through trauma, like you either learn how to like you cope with it, and it's like trauma responses which can help you because it's like survival, or like you just make excuses.
So take me into your career now. You mentioned Ariana Grande being an inspiration. You mentioned Beachella being an inspiration.
Yes.
I've like now seen you in the presence of Beyonce and Rihanna and Megan.
Girl,
so yeah, talk to me. The girls love you. So.
I love the girls. I love like women. Listen, like there's just something that's so powerful. There's everything that's so powerful about a Black woman and femininity and being gay. I think it's like something that should be looked at from a certain lens of like so much respect. And like with Beyonce and Doja Cat and Doechii and all these Black artists that I look up to, like they are like, they're so strong, they're so powerful, and they dominate. And it's so like whenever I do my makeup and stuff and I'm like emulating or I'm learning choreography or I'm doing whatever, it's like tapping into that. And it's really cool because like I like to kind of play around with like already like my like not gender expression, I guess. And so it's just like channeling a different kind of energy. Like I always do it my way. I'm like, if I was Beyonce, or if I was Doja Cat, or like what I would do, and it's really cool. And through all that stuff, it's kind of helped me figure out like my own artistry and what I like to do. And I like love to perform. I love to dance. I like rapping. I'm kind of like trying to figure that out because it's fun. I have the same respect with rapping as I do with drag, but with the rapping, I feel like, no, I really want to try it out. I really want to do it. Like I feel like I have a lot to say, and I feel like I want to figure out clever ways to say it. I love like neo-soul music. I love the internet and Tyler the Creator and Doechii and Smino and the way that they like articulate their feelings. Like it's like some like a whole verse to explain like one feeling, which is so cool because I'm a super deep thinker. So I like when they're like things that make you think.
So I'm excited already. I'm into it already. What is your art going to sound like? I'm hearing neo soul, which is like one of my favorite genres.
Yes. Well, it's interesting because I feel like I've been working with a couple different producers, and I've just been seeing the sound that it's like depends on how kind of the way I go into the studio too. I try to go in very bare, not too feminine or not too masculine, just so I can have like a raw feeling towards something and see. But it's really hard because I have like my feminine side is a different artist than my masculine side.
Yeah.
So I feel like my masculine side is more of that like the internet, like Sits, Tyler the Creator, and my feminine side is more like this. I love Doja Cat, how she like her festival performances. I love festival performances like Beachella, that kind of performances, like putting on those big productions. I love that, like Beyonce. And so I just like my feminine side gives more of that with like a little bit of rap too. So I'm trying to figure out a good blend of that. And I feel like I might do something where it's just like you're gonna go on a journey with two different artists that's like the same person. Because I feel like I'm already kind of doing that with my
with your life.
With my life right now. It's kind of like you guys saw me in Barbados. I was a boy most of the trip. I like had a bikini the first day, or I had a femme outfit, and I was over it. Like on the boat, bitch, I was sweating so bad. So I was a boy the rest of the trip, and then I went to Brazil, and that was a lot of fun. And I was masking the whole time just because I wanted to really like feel that energy and really like just like feel that. And I didn't bring any I brought like stuff for my brows and like to touch up my face sometimes, but I didn't bring a single lash. I didn't bring no lash glue, no concealer. You know, I didn't bring none of that stuff just so I could really dive into that. And then I went to Sacred after that, and I was like, okay, girl, like wig on, dress.
Yeah.
Beyonce's gonna be there. She needs to see me because she's seen my videos, and so I just wanted to make sure that she like saw me, which I was standing right there, and she was like as close as that camera was, and I was like. And then later on, she like we were fanning like ourselves off. She was across the room, and she like saw me. We're both fanning ourselves, and she was like, she blew me a kiss. I was like, oh, this is crazy.
Cristian, like, I'm legit excited, and I hope that you do let all of you live on this album, this upcoming project. Do you have a name for it already?
No name.
Okay.
And I feel like, so here's the thing. You know how Doshi was like, it's not an album, it's not an album, it's not an album. Like, the pressure behind doing an album, girl, an album is scary. So I feel like it's really cool. A lot of my mutuals are stepping into artistry too. So I think it's really, the direction I'm going to step in is more so like an EP. It's going to be a small project.
Nice. Just
so I can have fun.
Yeah.
And because I do like see myself, like I want to take this seriously.
Yeah.
And I feel like my album, I want it to look a certain way. I want it to be like the way, it's like the way that things came out in the 2000s, like the whole release and the single and the music videos and all that stuff. Like I feel like I've kind of done small things here and there with like like with Beyonce. I filmed like 2 music videos for Heated. I filmed a little visual for Virgo's Groove. I've done like Doja Cat performances. I've done a lot of these like full things. So I just want to step into doing my own artistry and stuff. So
I love that.
Yeah.
What will your content sound like? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
What do you mean?
Like, what are you going to be talking about?
You know, it's funny because I feel like one of the first things I want to do is literally what matches my vibe is getting people like off the fucking wall and dancing in the club.
Yeah.
So I feel like what makes sense for me is like, you know, a summer anthem, something that's gonna get people moving. But I think eventually it's gonna go into like, obviously, like everyone wants to feel good. Everyone wants to talk about how sexy they are, how sexy they feel, and stuff like that. So I want to talk about that, but also talk about like the reality of being like doing both and kind of figuring that out. Because it's like one new thing for me is like, oh, I feel like I'm like, oh yeah, I had a glow up or whatever, but now I'm like, the kind of guys that I'm attracting and the kind of things I'm dealing with is like, I'm attracting 2 different types of people, or like a lot of different types of people. So it's just like, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about, I don't really think about haters, but I do have, you know, everyone wants to talk their shit, so I'm definitely gonna talk some shit.
Good.
Yeah.
What is sex like for you?
It's great.
With you, yeah.
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
What
Do you have like a sexual preference?
like what?
What kind of are you looking for? Like dom top, or
So
soft top?
So this is tea. This is the tea that the girls want. This is the tea that the girls want. Yeah, this is what they want. They want to know what's going on. They say, what's a pretty bitch doing in the bedroom? Listen.
Only if you're comfortable sharing.
No, it's fine. I mean, I would just say, y'all see how I like to switch it up. So I feel like that should be a very clear indicator.
Versatile.
Top.
Period. Okay.
Versatile.
Top.
Yes.
Period.
I say versatile. People say versatile.
Yeah.
Versatile top, guys.
Okay.
What are you?
Huh? Oh shit.
What's your sexual preference? If you asking questions, since you want to know everything.
Well,
get you to agree.
You know, Mama here.
Quickly.
Quickly.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I like the soft top.
Okay. All right.
What are you looking for right now? Like, are you just like steadfast focused on career? Are you, you know, and just having fun? Are you like looking for companionship? Are you like?
Right now I'm having fun. I'm just kind of like career fun. I'm not really looking. I say fun because I'm not like looking for anything right now.
Okay.
I think that, I mean, it'll just happen when it happens. Honestly, I feel like I'm not gonna think about it till the end of the year when it's time to eat the grapes on the table, specifically for like looking for a partner. But yeah, I'm just kind of having fun right now.
What does that mean? Eat the grapes under the table?
Oh, it's like a myth where on New Year's you eat grapes under the table, and then it's like you'll be in a relationship.
Oh,
it's like good luck, or if you're in a
Okay.
relationship, then it's like good luck or something like that. It's good fortune.
Okay. So New Year's, you're gonna eat the grapes
I'm
under
gonna
the
do this
table.
year. Yeah, I'm gonna do this year. I have a vision board, and there's some things on there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
do you hook up or like, yeah, are you like on Jack?
I take my prescription medication every morning. I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I was in Brazil. I was.
Period.
Yes.
Okay, good. And I appreciate that.
Yes.
For those who don't know, that prescription med is PrEP. Everybody should be on it if you're a sexually active adult.
Be responsible, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And are you aware of DoxyPep as well?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, so make sure you eat before y'all take that, girl.
Because it will make you throw up, yes.
Just be responsible overall. I think that, like, obviously, I mean, I used to tee y'all, but, like, just be responsible. We're grown, we're adults.
Yeah.
So we're outside. Like, y'all listen to Megan Thee Stallion and City Girls. Y'all is outside being freak nasty, so don't be shocked at me being freak nasty, too. Take your PrEP pills.
I mean, you have over 9 million followers on TikTok, been incredibly successful because you are incredibly authentic to yourself and, like, have a sense of self-knowing and self-awareness and self-love. What would you say to all the young people who look up to you? Like, how did they get to this place where you are now?
One of the things I did was, like, just really start to focus on, like, myself. Like, if I saw a quote that was like, if you don't know what to focus on, like, focus on yourself. And just start to figure out, like, what makes you happy, and, like, just start, like, writing that down, and then make a list of the things that are kind of, like, in the way of that, or habits that you need to change to get to that place. And it's just like a universal thing. So it could go with anything. It can go with, like, you're happy about, like, you love performing, or you love doing makeup, or you love dancing, or whatever it is. Like, whatever habits you have to change to make yourself happier to do those things and get to those places. Like, figure out those habits, start to implement them, and then surround yourself with people who, like, support you and love you. And, like, karma's real, y'all. Like, karma's real. Be a good person and manifest. Like, really speak things into existence. Like, I've always said that, like, I want to do big things. Like, I want to perform. I want to meet Beyonce. I want to do all this stuff. And it's like, girl, like, I literally just said, like, oh, I want to, like, I was like, Rihanna called me. I did, like, that Savage Fenty shoot. Homegirl brought me to Barbados. Like, you have to speak things into existence. So it's just like, even with that example, like, I was like, what do I have to do if I want to have this happen? Like, and I put together a creative project and did it myself and hired a videographer, and then I got flown out to Barbados.
That's incredible advice, and at the same time, it's hard, right, for a lot of, like, queer youth. How important is community in that process of self-actualizing and manifesting?
Oh, so important. I think that, like, I definitely, even before, like, I found, like, the Black gay community, or even the gay community, just, like, my friends themselves, like, just within your friends, like, that's huge, because I started feeling confident in myself because I knew I had, like, people that were there supporting me. I mean, everything happens in like, due time and stuff like that, but it would have been a lot more fun and a lot, like, a different experience if I had, like, known about the DC Black gays, like, way sooner. Yeah. But also, like, it came at the right time. I was healed, and I was ready to be outside, so it was great.
Well, Cristian, I gotta thank you so much for showing up and bringing us your full self today. Can you please let our DVNTv family know, you know, where to find you and how to show up and support you?
Hey, y'all, what's good, sweat? So my name is Cristian Dennis. What's really funny is a lot of people will look up Cristian, like, it's Cristian Dennis without the H, on all platforms. I am a performer, influencer, artist, and entertainer. And I'm actually, what's funny, I have this in my bio, I'm your man's favorite chocolate drop. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this interview. I had a great time here.
Oh my God.
You might see me, or you might see that nigga. You seen that video where I'm like, a man, never. That nigga, always.
What does deviant mean to you, and how do you personally embody that?
Okay, so if I'm being honest, the first time I heard deviant, I'm like, what's going on in there? That means something bad is going on in there. What's happening? Deviant just means, like, different. I think it means out of the norm. It means just, like, I don't know, isn't there something in math or something like that? The deviant, something like secant and chart, and you know what I'm talking, anyway.
Maybe.
Deviant. But I don't know, I think just being deviant means just being different. I think that name for the Black space is perfect because it is a variant of, like, the gay spaces that I've been in before, and it's a lot more fun. No shade. All shade.
Well, Cristian, thank you so much. Seriously, this has been, like, so enlightening, so inspiring. Like, I personally feel inspired by you. And just, like,
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Can't wait to, like, hear your music, show up and support you, be at your concerts.
I will be at either Lollapalooza or Coachella next year. I'm manifesting right now, y'all. I'm really good at this shit, y'all. Y'all see me right here, right? Y'all gonna see me on stage, Lollapalooza or Coachella. I'll be on that stage.
Yes. Thank you all for joining us on another episode of DVNTv. Again, this is a show all about humanizing the Black queer experience. I'm your host, Micah Marquez. Again, joined by the lovely Cristian Dennis, and we'll see y'all next time.